So let's do this. We went a little bit over time, or a lot. Let's jump over directly the second session for the second half of Hot Takes Live today with Ryan Milligan. Hey, what's going on?
Armando, how are you?
Glad to have you here. I'm very good. What about you?
I'm good. Beautiful day in Philly, so I'm a happy man.
I'm excited. So great session around sales compensations. We were talking about, cross-functional objectives, conflict, priorities as well. So great lead into this session. You are Senior Director of RevOps at QuotaPath. Floor is yours.
Thank you.
Presentation handy as well?
Yeah, I do. Let me go ahead and share it. Great. Hi, everyone. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you to the Breadcrumbs team for having me. My name is Ryan Milligan, and I lead RevOps at QuotaPath, a commission tracking and payout automation software. So I care a lot about sales compensation. And big thing I'm talking about today is that sales comp should be public and equal. And what do I mean by that? I'll talk to you about it in a little bit. So I'm Ryan, again, lead RevOps at QuotaPath. Fun fact about me is I'm a crossword writer. So I've had 2 crosswords published in the New York Times. So if you find me on LinkedIn and are pitching me a product, you mentioned crosswords, you're probably going to get a reply to your BDR outreach. But I'm happy to talk about crosswords in any capacity. So origin of the problem. I and the QuotaPath team do a lot of compensation planning and consulting. We talk to a lot of customers and prospects who are interested in just having help for how to build correct commission plans. And one of the things I run into a lot is that orgs will have different peer sellers, so people in the same role, on different comp structures and different quotas. And what I get from them is, okay, well, we have one rep with this territory and another rep with this territory and a third rep with this territory. And because of the size of their territories and because of their tenure and what have you, they have different base salaries, different on-target earnings, different variable comp, which I firmly fight against and feel very strongly that within your sales organization, you need to have people in peer roles with the same variable and base in terms of overall on-target earnings. And this is coming up for a lot of different reasons. The first is really that equitable territories do rely on equitable comp. So you look at a company like Gradient Works and Hayes is really pushing equitable territories and equitable account design. That equitable territory design leading into equitable round robin distribution, leading into equitable comp, like that is the path that you need to have. And you really need to have your reps at different levels or peers within the same level being paid the same amount of money. The second thing that's really important is you're seeing a lot of rise of automated distribution, right? So if you think about 5 years ago in territory design, demo booking, there was no automation really. And now you have accounts that are reaped and replaced automatically. You have people with dynamic books. People are demoing and booking demos in a round robin capacity, and then are having opportunities move through a funnel, all in a very automated fashion, which can lead to a lot of inequity if you don't build this process fairly. And there's a lot of comp transparency in the job market, but not a lot within sales teams. So I've talked to a lot of sales teams where one account executive didn't know that she was making less money than another account executive in the same role because that person was more tenured or had a better territory or something like that. So it's really important as we add transparency to the job market that we're also adding transparency within our sales teams internally. And so what does this actually mean? What this means and how we operate in QuotaPath is that reps at the same level in your org. So QuotaPath, we have an account executive, an account executive 2, and a senior account executive. Those are the 3 sales roles, and that's how you grow throughout our org. Reps on the same level at your org should have the same on-target earnings. So our account executives, each of them have the same variable and the same base. When you graduate to an account executive 2 or get promoted, you now have a higher base and variable. And when you level up to a senior account executive, you have a higher base and variable as well. That should be public and shared within your sales team. Every rep at QuotaPath knows the on-target earnings for every other rep within the organization. It's really important for a couple different reasons. One, it removes preferential rep treatment, right? We've all talked to the sales teams that were founder-led sales, and then eventually had 3 reps. The first 3 reps were brought on board, did really, really well. And then reps 5 through 17 don't do as well because they're not getting those great deals handed off from the CEO. We want no preferential rep treatment. We want every single rep to have the exact same shot of winning. The other reason it's really important is because it gives growth visibility to your team. If a rep is looking up as to what her next promotion could be, and she can see her comp, it's going to make it less likely that she's going to go look for another job because she knows the path to success to move up in your organization. And finally, something I care very much about, it makes your commissions process way easier. You have the same commission rate across your teams. You have a quota to OTE ratio that your reps understand. You have just a whole lot of transparency in comp within your org, and you are able to retain your top talent, not spend money on reps moving between jobs, and really have a commissions and comp process that is equitable, fair, and easy for your organization. So how does this work in practice? The way we do this here is we set different team levels for team members of your org and set equal OTE per level. So you have different titles, SDR, account executive 2, senior account executive. You set these different levels, the comp is transparent, and people know how much money they're going to make at each level. Then you make your territory distribution equitable. So I would love it if our 17th rep was our best rep, right? You see this all the time where reps 1 through 3 are doing the best, and you have worse productivity over time as you have more reps join your org. We want to make territory distribution equitable. We want everyone to have the same size book of business or the right book of business for their role to make it easy for newer reps to join the team. And then finally, you want a simple comp plan. We talk about pizza topping rule here at QuotaPath, where you want to make sure that a comp plan, one, your reps can explain to you, but from a pizza topping perspective, no pizza is great with more than 3 toppings, right? So no comp plan here at QuotaPath, or for what we recommend to our customers, has more than 3 variables. You want a rep to be able to very clearly, for every deal that she closes, tell you how much money she's going to make and how much money she's going to make for deals in her pipeline.